like somebody is asking me, can I eat my roti chapati while taking bath, or when I'm doing in the toilet seat? I'm sitting on the toilet seat, not doing nothing. So can I eat my lunch or breakfast at that? I do two things in one time. So I'm eating and pooping together. The Guru mantra should not be done. You cannot do, and I don't know how anybody can think about that while I am lecturing or teaching in a school or university and I'm also doing my mantra. Please don't do. That's not the time to do. Until and unless you do the pooping and eating thing together. If you are okay with that, then maybe. But that's not right, that's not fine. Guru mantra should always be done by sitting at one place, and you bring your mind inwards and you do not see left or right, so you close your eyes. You make sure that there is no external disturbance, and you have all the attention onto your breath, or you have all the attention onto your mantra. So mantra, breath, or just mantra, that should be the case. But it always has to be, yes, say if you are walking alone, say you are going for a walk. So while walking, say half an hour, 1 hour, you are doing, that time you can definitely use, because you can walk and watch your breath and do your mantra also. Actually, that will become a very beautiful walk. It's a very beautiful walk where you sink in the mantra and your footsteps with it. And then may not be worried about the breath observation all the time, but still, with the footsteps, the beat of the footsteps and the mantra, it goes beautifully. But technically speaking, mantra should be done while sitting at one place meditatively, and that's the right way to do it, and that is the correct way to do it. So one should not even think about doing it all the times, because when you are, say, eating, then it is more to do being focused on the food. When you are lecturing, then your focus should be on the curriculum, what you are teaching. Mantra is not for that space or place. So we should have a nice small corner in your bedroom or in your prayer room if you have one. Or if the weather permits, then maybe on the roof of your house. Or if you have a small balcony or a garden, then you maybe sit in garden or the balcony. Sit upright with your spine, neck and head in 90 degrees, and then you do your mantra. That is the correct way to do it. So if you really wish to avail the benefit of the mantra given by the Guru, then it is good to do it in this specific way. Even if anybody who has never taken any initiation from any guru, but wants to do a chanting, I believe should still do the chanting, depending upon what your faith is. If your faith is, say, Sikhism, then you can always choose the Pehli Pauri, Ek Kumkar Satnam Karta Purak, Nirpao Nirvair Akal Murat Ajuni Saibang Gur Prasad. Or you may choose a very small one, just the Vaheguru word. If you are following Sanatan Dharma or Arya Samaj, then you can always choose the Om mantra. And Om is the root or the Bij mantra, or we call it the Shabda Brahma. It is a Shabda Brahma. Brahma means the absolute, omniscient existence. And in the symbolic way, the Om becomes the Shabda Brahma. Sanskrit being the oldest language of this world. So from this mother language, there are many hundreds of languages which have come out. Whether it is Spanish or German or English also. It's a root word, because many people think the root is the Latin for the English, but actually that is also not true. Even much before the Pythagoras, or even before Socrates or the other great philosophers, the Indian civilization, the Bharat civilization, had been so much prominently strong and productive. And that is from where many, many regions borrowed the knowledge. So Om can be used, but again, you sit down at one place, you sit upright with your neck, head, and spine in 90-degree angle, and then you do your mantra. But please don't do it by lecturing your students. That too, you are teaching journalism. Please don't do that. That won't be correct. Somebody says how to be in this moment. Now, this moment means the present. And in the present, you cannot be until you clip the wings of the past and the future. If the past and future is lurking in your mind, then how can you be in the this? So if you have a wavery, staggering mind, you cannot be in this. This word has been used by Buddhists also, by Zen also, by all the following, whether the yogic following. They use this word, being in this. In Vedanta also we say how to be in this. Be in this. Now, until you know what is that, you cannot be in this. Thou art that. You have to first understand what this statement, what I have spoken, is. Tattvamasi. Thou art that. So you need to know what thou is. Thou means you. You need to know what that is. That is the absolute omniscient existence. And you have to know what is the relationship in between that and thou. Now, for understanding this deeply and experientially, you need to clip the wings of the mind first. If you are thinking about what I had in the breakfast and what did somebody say to me yesterday evening, or why did a month ago my boss said this to me, or why did a year ago my wife forgot the anniversary, if you are thinking about any event, small or big, family or the office related, if your past is very much present in the moment, you cannot be in this. Similarly, if you are worrying about tomorrow, what will happen tomorrow? Even now, see, at the moment, it is round about 7 in the evening. And if somebody worries what will be having dinners, what will be the things which we will be eating in the dinner? Or at what time will I sleep? Or now it's not that cold, so I can wake up in the morning and leave my bed and go out to do my yogasanas now because it is not that cold now. So if you are thinking about anything which is going to happen even a minute after this moment, you cannot be in this moment. So a minute which is gone and a minute which has not yet come. The minute which is gone is past, the minute which has not come is the future. So if your mind is in the past or in the future, you are missing the present. The present moment is as microscopically small as maybe an atom is. Because even when I am saying now, it is changing into past. So nobody in this world can actually utter what is the correct time now. You say it's 7, actually it is already 7 past, a minute past, a few seconds. So if you say that it's 7 plus 1 minute plus 30 seconds, it's 15 and you say 30, so you are being untrue. You are being just calculative and you are still being untrue, which is not right. So the correct time can only be seen by eyes, but cannot be spoken. Can you speak it? I challenge you. You cannot speak correct time. Because by the time you say 7, the hands of the watch have moved. The time has moved. So being in the present requires an absolute quietude of the mind. A total silence of the mind. Until that happens, you cannot be in the moment. So, your question is that how long do I need to meditate to experience this? It's not about how many hours or months or years you sit down to sitting down with closed eyes is not meditation. Sitting down with closed eyes but mind hovering around something on some subject is not meditation. If you are going into a semi-sleep mode, then that is not meditation. If you are doing any mantra, that is not meditation. If you are doing some kind of focusing, that is not meditation. If you are being attentive on any chakras or any one single point in your body, that is focusing, that is attentiveness, that is not meditation. So first and foremost is that you need to understand what meditation is. People sit down and they are in continuity doing the mantras and they are chanting, and then they think, oh, I am meditating. Well, you are not. Let me give you information. If mind is thinking about something, if mind is hovering about something, if mind is recollecting some memories, or if mind is planning some strategies for the future, you are not meditating. The mind has to go totally empty. I'm not saying blank. Empty. Has to be totally empty. Once the mind is totally empty, somebody asked a master that, I want to meditate. Please teach me. I want to meditate. The master wrote this statement on the blackboard and he said, now see, what you're saying is, I want to meditate. So first, you need to delete want. If you are wanting something, the want is the basic reason which is taking you away from meditation. So delete the word want. Now what is left? I meditate. He said, now leave this word I. As long as I is prevalent, present, the I is the ego, the I is the hindrance. So drop the I. What is left? Meditate. Now meditate is a verb. In this there is a doing, there is something is happening. But if something is happening, that is not meditation. Because this happening cannot happen without the ego, without the I. And I is not there. So who will do what? So there is no I. So last he said, drop the word meditate. So I want to meditate. One by one, the master deleted all the words. What is left? He said, now that is meditation. So if you ask how I can be in that, for that, this has to be dropped. That which you do, and as a result of your doing, if something is happening, that is not meditation. It's not what you do. It's just what is there. That isness has to be experienced. And actually that isness and that experiencer won't remain two. They will become one entity. I'm getting very difficult to understand what I'm saying. So how to come into this? Drop all the that's. How to come into this? I wish to know who is this who is wanting to come into this. As long as this wanting entity is there, you cannot be in this.